Hello everybody and welcome back again to Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm still in the process of catching up with all of my companions. The last time we spoke to Solus, and I guess we can go and check out all the other folks that are hanging out in this tower or whatever it is. So let's have a look at Dorian, for example.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
Should we do that more often?
That's something you'd like to do more often, then?
Watch as you twist an entire empire around your little finger. Yes, please. Of course, that leaves only Tevinter. And it wouldn't work as well there.
No. Why not?
Our dances are so much more intense. If an evening lacks a murder, we sniff and call it a ball. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. Fascinating.
Yeah, I remember the ham that tastes of despair. They also served that in Mark of the Assassin. Alright, thank you for that assessment, Dorian.
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
Alright, do you have anything else to say?
Questions.
Probably not. No, that's enough.
I should go.
As you wish.
Alright, yeah, let's go and speak to Vivienne before I forget her. I mean, she never really has much to say to me, but maybe she has something to say to me now. Oh, I actually get a cutscene with her, that's
Inquisitor,
new.
I wonder if you might help me with a delicate situation. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern.
Mm-hmm.
I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
Alright, so tell me about the wyvern.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
Alright, I hope this is meant as a compliment. So what is this formula?
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivienne. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
So, I guess, yes, private means that she won't tell me, I guess.
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but you won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. I would not have attained my position at court if I didn't know when to be silent.
Why do you want my help? Yeah, why not?
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
Well, I mean, that sounds straightforward enough. I've killed worse than a wyvern, so sure, I'll help you.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
Alright. So, bring me the heart of Snow White. Is this a companion mission? It is, so I finally got one for Vivienne as well. Well, I did get the one for the books, I suppose. Vivienne requires the heart of a wyvern to complete an alchemical formula. Though all wyvern hearts look more or less the same, she specified that it needs to be from a rare beast known as a snow wyvern. Obtain the heart of a snow wyvern from the Exalted Plains. Yeah, that's my favorite place, but I mean, the rest of this doesn't seem too difficult, so sure. We're going to do that. I have to return at some point anyway, because there is still one unfinished quest. Oh, what is that? Vivienne's alchemy notes. A suitable replacement for the Primiatis root must be derived, as the plant went extinct during the Second Blight. Dried red moss cut from a wandering hill has shown similar restorative effects. An emulsion from silverite and elfwood extract can counteract the fatal toxicity of red moss. The solution must be heated for exactly 75 minutes with magical flame. Mundane fires, regardless of fuel type, have been found to burn it too low a temperature. The heart of the snow wyvern must be added at the last possible moment. The compound becomes unstable when exposed to light. Even if stored in perfect darkness, it is only viable for 3 days. It begins to degrade in potency in a matter of hours, and experimentation has shown that the age regression effect decreases steadily over time from the moment it is synthesized. By the second day, the results are almost too subtle to detect, and by the third, it is entirely useless. So, you want to create some concoction that has age regression effects? Well, that's interesting.
I can't make heads or tails of this. Age regression. Who is this potion for?
I don't know. Maybe she's planning ahead. I mean, she will age at some point as well. Alright, can I turn anything in?
Here is the request Harriet made. I will see he gets it.
No. So how are
A
you
request has
doing?
been made of you, Inquisitor. Here it is.
Oh, this is interesting. She has one of the modded hairstyles that I added to test on Freya, because apparently it not only changes the hair for your player character, but also for everyone else who's having the same hairstyle. So she has changed her hair now as well. Alright, how are your duties going?
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Skyhold's present state.
Alright.
As you were.
Yes, Inquisitor.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, let's go and speak to Liliana. She's up here. Where are you, Liliana? Oh, she's over here.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor.
Right.
I never thought the idea would gain momentum. Of course, with the other candidates out of the picture...
Yeah, but what do you want?
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
You could abandon ship. Well... I don't know, I feel at this point... letting the Chantry sink, quote-unquote, would cause just more chaos in this world. So I will help if I can.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems.
Alright. Okay, anything else? Oh.
A message from Divine Justinia.
I'm pretty sure she's dead. Yeah, maybe she wrote it before she died, you know?
That's a shock. You're right reading it.
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valance, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
What will you find?
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valance would very likely benefit the Inquisition, and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
I instruct you, she doesn't. That seems a little bit harsh. So, why Valance?
Why hide things in Valance? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
Sure, tell me what you need.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valance. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valance is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the chantry in Valance. Try not to delay.
Well, you know how I am with doing quests that I have received. And the left hand of the Divine, so a companion quest for Liliana as well. Very nice. A letter written by Divine Justinia and posthumously delivered to Liliana directed Liliana to visit Valance, a small village on the waking sea. The Divine left something in the chantry that Liliana must see. Join Liliana at the chantry in Valance. Alright, alright. But I still haven't really spoken to you. Let's speak again.
So Varric knew where the champion was all along. That's the last time we sent Cassandra to interrogate.
Well, yeah. Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
Alright, but why is she rooting out Gaspard's supporters? I mean, I made a choose between them. This suddenly reappeared again?
You seem to know a great many people.
I have made friends, and on occasion enemies. It's unavoidable.
Oh, tell me about Morrigan.
What do you know of Morrigan?
She's changed. She used to be so disagreeable, cruel. She said things just to hurt people. Now the sharp edges have worn away. Perhaps it was Kieran. He seems so normal, like any other little boy.
Yeah.
And so polite. Not that I was expecting anything else. I mean,
Yeah.
never mind.
Be careful, Liliana. Don't spill the beans. Yeah, we'll talk later.
We can continue this conversation later.
You know where I am.
For example, now.
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
Apparently I haven't spoken to Liliana in quite a while, because, I mean, these refer to events that are quite some time ago already. But, yeah, I'm glad to be back.
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I guess fortunate to get out alive again. So, any updates?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
Alright, carry on.
I'll leave you to your work.
And let's try to speak to her again.
Inquisitor?
Okay, so apparently she has no more new
I'll
dialogue.
leave you to your work.
Right. But I wasn't aware that I haven't spoken to her in such a long time. I'm sorry, Liliana, but you're like so far away from everyone else on top of this tower, so I may have neglected you a bit. Let's see. I think I can actually. Yes, I can drop down here. And I'm basically in front of Cullen's tower. So I can speak to him next. Oh,
Ryland's men will monitor the situation.
Yes, sir. We'll begin preparations at once.
In the meantime, we'll send soldiers to assist with the relief effort. That will be all.
Sir.
I love that look on her face just now.
There's always something more, isn't there?
Yeah, tired?
Long day?
I shouldn't complain. This war won't last forever. When it started, I hadn't considered much beyond our survival. But things are different now.
What do you mean?
I find myself wondering what will happen after. When this is over, I won't want to move on. Not from you. But I don't know what you... That is, if you...
The Inquisitor breaks off the romance with Cullen. Really? Really, game? You're asking me this again, honestly? I mean, I want to be friends. We should end this. This is like literally the worst thing you have ever offered me in this whole game, and I already killed my hog. I mean, seriously. Who would do that? Seriously. No, I want to be with you.
Cullen, do you need
and
to
I
ask?
get an achievement for that.
I suppose not.
That must be the not breaking Cullen's heart achievement. Oh. Oh my goodness, on the desk. Well, aren't you full of surprises today, Commander? What's next? The war table? Oh, wonderful.
No. Leave me. Leave me.
Oh dear.
Bad dream.
They always are. Without lyrium, they're worse. I didn't mean to worry you.
Yeah, I mean, you just know that a man is too good to be real. If he wakes up from a nightmare and the first thing on his mind is, oh no, I may have worried her. But yeah, it seems that he was quite literal when a while back he said that he still has nightmares about that. But yeah, you can relax now, Cullen, it's okay.
Despite the dreams, is it still a good morning?
It's perfect. You are... I have never felt anything like this.
Ah, this is so fluffy and so sappy. I love it. I mean, this is a good sort of sappiness. It's just the sweet spot between nice sappy and too sappy. And I think in a situation like this, you just have to embrace the sappiness and you have to dive head first into the sap. So, of course, I'm going to say I love you.
I love you. You know that, right?
I love you too.
Well, that was very nice, and we're in his bomb crater of a bedroom. And of course the hole still hasn't been fixed. Cullen, next time we take my room. I happen to have a very nice one, and the nicest part about it, it doesn't have a giant hole in the ceiling. So yeah, next time we take my room. But no, seriously, I thought this was very nice. I think I made the right decision with this romance. And I think it was also the right option for her because it was refreshingly undramatic. Let's put it like this. Because I mean, she's Inquisitor and she already has enough problems on her hands, such as it is. So I think the last thing she needs is some stupid drama in her private life. So I think what she needs is, you know, I don't know, a home, a place where she can be Freya and not the Inquisitor. So I'd say in that regard, mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. And oh, you're quick. You'd think it takes a bit longer to get into that armor every morning. Also, look at it, the Templar guys over here now.
Inquisitor?
But can I talk to you again, maybe?
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
Yeah, I can completely sympathize with that. But I did enjoy the dance.
At least there was dancing.
Or an attempt at it, anyway.
I thought you did well.
Well, I'm grateful for your poor taste in dance partners.
Well, don't sell yourself too short. And oh yeah, I see the we need to end this option is gone now, finally. So I guess by that last decision I have completely committed to this romance. So, anything I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
My senior officers report that the soldiers are in good spirits. Having the Imperial Army as an ally has bolstered their confidence. The Orlesian military is highly regarded.
The Chevaliers following our champion. The recruits are taken with the idea.
Ah, that's another reference to my specialization. That's really nice that they put that much attention to the details in dialogues like that. I really appreciate that. Anything else I should know?
Is there anything I should know?
Your plan is sound. We are ready to move on the Arbor Wilds when you give the word. I will see you reach the temple before Corypheus.
Alright, anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
Alright, that's all
That's
then.
all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
And I
I
suppose
hope
you
you'd
don't
stop
have
by.
anything else. No, okay.
That's all for now.
Should
Okay,
you require anything, I'll be
guess
here.
we are going to go and yeah, sure. Let's talk to the guys in the tavern. Yeah, those guys. and I forgot about Blackwall. But we can stop by Blackwall later. So let's continue with Cole, I guess. Yes, he's over here.
Could be better.
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
But did you like the masks?
What did you think of the masks?
What masks?
The masks. Everyone had them on their faces.
Those weren't their faces.
Yeah, I think he still hasn't completely understood what was going on there. I don't think I picked up any more dialogues for this dialogue chains, and yeah, I want to do his companion quest once I've spoken to all the other guys. So
I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
leave for the time being, and instead go to Sera, I guess.
I'll keep an eye out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How about Sutherland? Oh, is he? I guess we sent him on a mission still. Alright, in that case, we're going to speak to Sera. And there are some quests down here, so I need to check that out.
One for the Empress, for Gaspard, Briala, the Duchess, and Corypheus. Right in the dangle bag.
Yeah, remind me not to get you mad.
Well, remind me to stay on your good side.
Don't worry, you're sparkling compared to that lot. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a butt for the throne? A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
Earwigs, that stop a ball.
I don't know. You want to stop a party? I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an empress. That, and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
The Empress was right. It's not that simple. The mistakes made it worse. Yeah, I guess mistakes were made on their part.
That was a mistake on their part. It made everything worse.
Wrong way around, Inquisitor. It started worse. Lots of people died before there was a hole in the sky. That's who you're saving. If you get a chance, maybe remind them not to be idiots.
I will try. Alright, can I talk to you again, maybe?
Hey you have time? It's not a question, let's go. I've got something I want to do for you. Just come. You won't need your gear and stuff.
What are you getting me into now?
Sera, explain.
Ah, just come on, will you? I haven't wanted to do this with anyone for a long time.
Okay. Okay.
We're eating. On a roof.
They're horrible, right? And raisins. Ugh. I friggin' still hate cookies.
Yeah, this is not what I expected.
You know, this is about as far from what I expected as we could get.
I got caught stealing when I was little, yeah? You get alienage or worse for that, but the Lady Emerald took me in. She was sick and couldn't have children. I had no parents. It worked out. Anyway, she gets a year sicker, so I ask her about cookies. Because mums make cookies. I can pass that down or something. Turns out, she couldn't cook. She missed that talk with her mom. The one she made, she bought and pretended. Ah, right. Well, no, she was a bitch. She hid buying them by keeping me away from the baker. She did that by lying that he didn't like me, didn't like elves. She let me hate so she could protect her pride. I hated him so much, and I hated... Well, she died. And I hate pride. Pride cookies. But this is great, you're great, so I thought maybe me and you could make some, I don't know, us cookies. Because then I could like them again. Oh, it's stupid.
Yeah, I guess she was trying to be nice, even though she did it in a pretty poor way.
I don't understand. This Lady Emerald was just trying to be good to you.
She hurt people.
It was just cookies.
It was not just cookies. Lie to herself, fair play, only hurts her. But she made me think there was something wrong with me. And the baker? I made his life shit. Why not? It seemed like he deserved it. I mean, if you don't give a child a cookie because of appearances, you're a monster. Stupid pride whore noble. I know, I said it was stupid. That's why I want to get rid of it. I want to make better cookies.
Yeah, I can somewhat understand it. I mean, she should have just told her that she can't make cookies, I guess. It would have saved a lot of people a lot of trouble. So, yeah, sure, let's make some cookies, Sera.
You know what? That would be great.
See, I knew. Wait, really? Because it seemed friggin' daft every step to me. Suppose it's not really about them. I hate learning lessons. Makes my stomach hurt. Anyway, I'll throw this rubbish away. Next time will be better, yeah?
I look forward to it.
Sera, anytime. Can we get off the roof now?
Oh, yes, please. Smells like bird and dank. This part, not a good idea. Thanks, yeah. Feels good, this.
Ah, this was actually pretty nice. And I got another achievement. Well, look at that. And why do you put me down here? Let me go back to Sera and maybe we can talk to her again.
Right. That's why.
So Sera, how about eating more cookies?
You're a champion now or something. Great. Special. Don't be a shit about it. I'm watching you.
Alright. So you are a diamond champion now.
Is there some concern you have about me becoming a champion?
No, there's no concern I have about you becoming champion. I'm worried you'll be an arse. You know what they're like. Well, not champions maybe, but they're rubbing cousins, the Chavaliers. They're shit. Some people get full of themselves when they think they're better, right? That bunch get it on a flag.
It's a standard.
That's not better.
It's just a specialization, Sera. Don't read too much into it. So what do chevaliers do?
Why are you worried? What do they do?
People to them, little people, aren't anything. Not even slaves, because slaves are worth something, yeah? They want your food, they take your food. They want your wife, they take your wife. They're shit. So please stay better.
Yeah, I would never disappoint you, Sera.
Sera, I couldn't be like that. Not and disappoint you.
Give me the shivers, you know? Yeah, you know. All right. It's all fine again.
Alright, yeah, any thoughts on our progress?
Are things playing out the way you expected?
About time we turned around on this Cariffy whatever. Make him feel like he's on the wrong end of the dogs for once, yeah?
Any opinion about
What do you
our
think about the
allies?
people who have gathered?
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
I mean, it's been a while since I asked her this, and I may not have asked about all of them. For example, Cole, he was the last to join us.
What about Cole?
I'm not saying nothing about that. That thing is just wrong.
Oh, come on, Cole is nice. He only tries to help. And I think before that we had Dorian. I may have asked about Dorian already.
What about Dorian?
He's fun. Could lose a bit more to Vinter.
Not sure if she has anything new to say about
Any
the rest
thoughts
of
about
them.
Warden Blackwall?
He's too good, right? I'd like to see him out of that uniform. Not like that.
Yeah, that most of that seems to be the same.
What do you think about our spymaster, ambassador, and commander?
Liliana is pretty in places.
Yeah.
Swear
that's
I've seen her too.
Old.
Or heard she used to play. But that'd be mad. Now Josephine, she's as good at humbling her kind as I am. Just with less mess. Knows her business, if you have to have it. And you're Cullen Woolen.
Well,
And lots of
that's
men
you.
under him needs a woman over him. Because positions.
Well, that is a very interesting assessment, Sarah. Well, thank you. But I think that is only changed because I have started a romance with him. The rest seem to be the same. So yeah, that's good for
We'll
now.
talk later.
Good, right? I'll be here.
No, let's talk
Your
again.
wish is something, something.
So ready to talk about yourself?
I'd like to know more about you, now that you're comfortable.
Suppose. It's embarrassing enough now, may as well.
So where do you hate cookies?
Anything more to say about where you came from, aside from hating cookies there?
Denerim mostly. Before running into another Jenny. He was fun. Had weird friends, though. I think some of them were a lot more serious about being serious. Got some of them killed. I suppose they were like family. Better than Lady Emerald ever was. You know why? They didn't give two squirts about who or what you were. It was all what you did.
And where are they now?
So where are the rest of them?
All over. Or they stopped to let new people go all over. Some get rich and stop playing so they can do good things with it. One or two don't. Eventually, someone asks for a favor against them. So don't get like that, you hear?
Yeah, we already been through that, Sarah. So how'd you get to Olay then?
Denerim is a long way from Orlais. How'd you get there?
By Stinky Horse?
Sarah.
Denerim wasn't much fun after the Blight. Everyone trying to recover, you even feel bad for the nobles. But Val Royeaux, that's a fat city full of fat heads. They just don't know when to stop. You saw it. Olay is rich and stupid. Ripe for the pickings.
And is that who trained you?
So is that who showed you how to fight? Gave you your skills?
Nobody gave me anything except a chance. And maybe some lessons to start, but mostly just the chance. I took that and ran.
And any memories of your real family?
Do you remember your actual family at all? Your parents?
Well, there is the amulet I had as an orphan that has a missing piece. And look at your face. You believe me? No, still no parents. I remember an alienage with arseholes and hating that stupid tree. The one elves always have. Of all the things to pray at, they could at least pick one with apples.
Alright, well, thank you for trusting me.
It's nice to see this side of you, that you trust me.
Don't you go blabbing around, yeah? Because I'll have a big trusting foot up your pucker.
Well, yeah, I get why you're an odd elf, I guess.
I think that after our rooftop chat, I get why you're not like other elves.
Well, don't. How about we dig into what you are? Or what you're supposed to be? Are you the humanist human? Can someone point and say, that's what they are? Because you could be more than just that. To me, anyway.
Well, I am kind of inclined to flirt with her, but I mean, I don't want to give her false hopes, because after all, I'm already pretty much taken. So I think I'll stay away from the flirt option, but, you know, just because I don't want to play with her. I mean, we all represent our kind in some form, but on the other hand, in every race there are many different personalities, so I think she's right about that.
Didn't mean to poke at a sore spot. Consider it dropped.
Well, good then, because that's the way I am. This way. You do this with everyone? Because I hope I'm not the only one that squirms like this. Feels weird.
Alright,
We'll
goodbye.
talk later.
If you say so.
I mean, let me try to talk to her
There's
once
you,
again.
yes.
So, want some friendly roof time?
Sky's pretty, even with that thing. It's got... sky.
Well, how very profound, Sera. Okay, I think we spoke enough to Sera for now. Maybe I will check back with her later. Yeah, the Iron Bull is down here, and I don't know, maybe Krem has a new mission for us. Let's talk to him.
Inquisitor?
How can we use you?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
A few Orlesian nobles didn't like how things ended at the Winter Palace. They're not rebelling outright, but they've brought in mercenary companies in preparation. The Chargers have a good reputation. If we go in, we can buy the companies out from underneath them. The nobles will lose the men they meant for causing trouble, and the Inquisition gets some fresh blood.
Alright, goodbye.
We'll talk later.
And yeah, that's another operation. So, do you have anything to say about this?
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
I totally agree with that.
I hate politics.
Yes.
You've got a crappy job then, boss.
Well, that's one way to look at it. Although, I mean, most of the time I'm out there and fight demons and Red Templars, and I don't do the politics stuff that often, so...
Damn, these are good. Are these nuts or seeds or whatever? They're good.
Tell me about your troops.
I'd like to hear more about the Chargers.
Always happy to talk about my guys. What do you want to know?
Let's see. So how did you start?
How did you start the group?
It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
And what about Fisher?
I imagine Fisher disagreed.
He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drinks.
Well, that was surprisingly civilized. You must have some crazy stories.
What are the craziest jobs you've ever taken?
Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap. Even went giant baiting once.
Giant baiting?
What's giant baiting?
So this old guy, Comte Valance, has some kind of a pageant planned, but he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant, but no way he's going into that cave himself. So we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does, and we let the big bastard chase us outside where Valance is waiting.
You let it chase you?
That was actually your plan, to let a giant chase you.
Yeah, we had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine. Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think.
But at least Comte Valance got his giant for the pageant.
Turned out that charm was a phony. Giant ate the poor guy alive. It's okay, though. We still got paid.
Well, that's the most important part, right? Your group is diverse. Yes, actually someone in the comments suggested that many of the charges seem to be modeled after the different origin stories from Dragon Age Origins. You have a Dalish, you have a city elf that has killed some humans, you have a potential human noble and all of that. You have an exiled dwarf, and those are basically, you know, the basics of the different origin stories. So that's an interesting thought. But yeah, your group is diverse.
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group.
Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife here, or a crazy dwarf. Their loss. You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me.
And tell me about Krem.
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard-ass. He's good for that.
But you hate Tevinter. But yeah, I mean, I would judge Bull that way, that he doesn't hate all Tevinters because of that.
You don't have a problem with him being from Tevinter?
Nah.
But you hate the Vince.
Sure, but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem. I can get worked up about a group or a nation just fine, but people, it's too much work to hate them one by one.
So him being her isn't an issue.
You don't have any problems with him being a woman?
He's not a woman. Look, I've got horns, you've got a magic mark on your hand that makes demons pop out of the sky. We're probably not the best people to go around deciding what's normal. Krem's a good man. I don't give a nug's ass that it's a little harder for him to piss standing up.
Alright, fair enough. Goodbye.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Alright, and yeah, there is actually a quest right in this place. I think it's from her.
There is an issue that you should address. I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
Okay, a new war table operation. And there's another quest here. This is the quartermaster. Yeah, I'm going to pick this up later. I still need to talk to Blackwall. Ooh. Question mark? Yeah, let's go and talk to Blackwall, because I think that's the last one on my route. And then, I guess I will end the episode. And everything else we will check out later. So, apparently Blackwall has something for me as well. Okay.
Not now, sister.
I know what you mean to do.
Okay, Blackwall. What's up?
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
Sure, let's have a drink.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day they found a dog, a wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
No. You saved it?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting, and I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
Well, yeah, I guess you were a child.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
I would argue that your eyes aren't shut.
When we first met, you were saving peasants from demons and outlaws. You're not a man who shuts his eyes. A little insane, maybe.
Of course you'd make light of it. You make saving the world look easy. The rest of us can only dream of matching what you've done. Don't you see? It's not just about what happened back then. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Okay. What prompted this? Well, this was strange. Blackwall, are you going all soulless on me, leaving me confused after talking to you? Okay, but yeah, I think it's time to end this episode. I think I have spoken to all of them now. So I'll have a look at my quest journal in the next episode, and I will check out the war table again, and then we will decide what we're going to do next. So yeah, thank you for watching, and see you again in the next episode.